Hey, welcome to EPN. My name is Victor Lucas. We bring you the latest in everything cool.
Hey, I remember when I had Vic on the show.
Today from the Xbox conference here at E3.
Oh, I forgot E3 was last week.
Microsoft wrapped up
E3,
press conference
show,
this morning, and here's what they
E3,
announced. Yup,
show.
we're getting 2 new versions of the
I feel like I'm
Xbox
missing
One.
something here.
The first thing Microsoft showed off is the rumored Slim model. This one's going out to Joshua Taylor. He says the show needs more attention. He's doing what he can in Canada. Thank you so much, Joshua. This rundown is dedicated to you. After more than a year of rumors and speculation, Nintendo has finally unveiled their next console.
What?
They're calling it the Nintendo Switch, doing away with the NX codename that they've been using all this time. As rumored, the device is...
Your Nintendo system? What else have I missed? Pokemon Go, Power Rangers movie, Beyond Good and Evil 2? What year is it? Graham, can we just finally make a show?
Yeah.
Hey guys, welcome back. Remember us?
We're still here.
We still exist.
Kind of.
To some degree. As some of you who are still looking on the channel have realized, though, you've seen me a little bit recently from the Twitch streaming stuff. So I'm around a little bit more, but I got Graham back because his life's gotten a lot busier.
Yeah.
Go ahead and tell everyone the big news.
Oh, well, back in May, I got engaged.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So I've been really busy just with planning a wedding and life in general. Went back to school.
He liked stuff. God, yeah. He ignored all of us because he's getting married and going to school. Yeah. And then, I mean, that's just part of the reason that, like, I discovered streaming and it helped us keep us at least rolling a bit. So we're gonna try and get episodes out again. Mm-hmm. They probably won't be at nearly as consistent basis as they were, but we're gonna try and do some stuff again together. There's definitely been on top of those changes. I work a little bit more. We've also unfortunately lost our executive producer, Zeus the Cat. For those who don't know, he unfortunately passed away earlier in the year, but he still lives on in many of our old episodes that you'll see him either. You see his tail come in, you'll see him jumping on the back. Best episode, go back to our holiday 2014 episode for one of our favorite Zeus the Cat moments. But other than that, we're here, so it's good to be back. Lots happened.
A lot has happened. There's been the rise and not necessarily fall, but waning, I guess, of Pokemon Go.
To some degree, because everybody and their mothers played Pokemon Go, and that's not even a joke. Like, a lot of times, like...
Well, But, I mean, that's also because it started with the first generation of Pokemon, which was very smart because you get the older generation that is active. There's been so many more people outdoors and actually going out and not taking advantage, but I guess they're getting tricked into exercising,
That was the
walking
thing.
around.
Pokemon Go was a huge success.
Yes.
Absolutely. There's
off
no
the bat, yeah.
because it's something that like people who've never played Pokemon were doing. The funny thing to me is that Japanese pro wrestling legend Hiroshi Tenzan, I saw pictures of him being like walking around, but I don't even think he knows what the fuck they are. He's just like, Ghastly, he's like 45 or something like that, and he's still beating people's asses, but he's walking around playing Pokemon Go,
Yeah.
So it was cool. I downloaded it. Everybody downloaded it. I dropped off relatively quickly. Not relatively quickly. I was on it for
You weren't devoted enough. You weren't dedicated. You
I
have to
wasn't.
stick through all the loading screens. You have to stick through all the GPS signal not found. You have to stick through all of the radars getting cease and desist orders.
Yeah. There's the stuff about like how like there's like those no trespassing pieces or whatever in various countries. Like, we don't want people here, and they've been suing Niantic Labs and Nintendo because they don't want people coming around.
Well, there's that, but then there's also the radars, the third-party radars for locating where Pokemon are, like pinpointing them. Have been like Niantic has gone after them to tell them to knock it off because they don't want you to catch Pokemon? How does that make sense?
I don't know, dude. For me,
that's how they get you. It's like, gotta catch them all. Not.
The great idea. That idea was destined to be a success from the start. But the drop off now, because we're what, like 3-4 months past the launch now at this point?
Something like that.
Something like that. And there was like, let's just say there was 20 million active Pokemon Go players, right? I'm gonna say maybe there's 5 million now of active players. You know what I mean?
I'm one of them.
You're one of them still.
Well, I guess I'm not as active as I was about it, but that's because the difficulty in getting as much experience as you can, like I guess what would you call that? Like
the candies, just
the amount of experience you need in order to level up is so drastically, like from level 1 to 14 is as much as you need to get from like 20 to 25.
Well, it's not
they scaled it way up, and I'm on like level 24.
Well, it's not like
and my buddy like goes out and crushes it. Like every night he's on like 33 or something. I don't know.
See, it's not like the drasticness of trying to get the Magikarp to Gyarados, which was like ridiculously huge. But for me, it was I felt like I tried to go on. I went on like a couple of Pokemon Go walks, but I went on one where it just didn't fucking work.
Yeah.
And I was just wasting my time. And for me, it's just like, I don't want to put all this time and effort into something that's going to be this much of a problem when I have plenty of just working things. Like, there's already enough things that can take my attention away for a good amount of time that I know are working.
Although lately I do feel like they have gotten some of the updates have kind of been a bit better with the buddy, and you're walking and it's getting a candy, and for the Halloween season they did a special where they shorted the length of distance that the Pokemon buddy had to walk in order to get more candy, and then they gave you more candy for each Pokemon you caught, and there's more ghost Pokemon around. I guess trying to reignite the fire a little bit.
But see, like for reference, on when I dropped off before the buddy update. I was already long gone. I've like deleted it within the last few weeks. I'm like, why is this still here? I'm not gonna go back to it. I just couldn't take it, and I'm not going back, honestly. Even if they add then, which they obviously will. They have to. Then they add generation next, like the gold and silver generation would be next. I don't care anymore at this point. I'd rather, like,
less
if I'm gonna go
competition
back
for me.
Yeah, if I'd rather go back to when Pokemon Sun and Moon comes out, even though I'm not even gonna pick up those, because I feel like I've dropped off the Pokemon.
Executor!
Yeah, it's fucking no, best one. Have you seen outside of Executor? Have you seen Dugtrio? Dugtrio looks,
yeah, the surfer one.
looks
yeah,
like
yeah.
Hanson. That's
Yeah,
the best thing is I've heard it's
yeah,
like
the
this
surfer,
Hanson.
okay.
But like, you know, it's cool they're doing that. But like, I tried to get back with X and Y, and Pokemon's passed me by. I'm just gonna be right on with Mario when the new Mario hits, which is a good transition to talk about. The Nintendo Switch. Yep. You go ahead. I'll just go through here. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, that was
Okay.
that was weird.
Okay, sorry.
It's fine. All right.
Don't say it again. Just the new Nintendo system.
Hey, okay, but I guess we'll say it. The Switch.
Oh.
Yeah. The Switch got revealed. It was formerly known as the NX. They put out their reveal trailer for it very recently. It's almost like a concept trailer when you really think about it. Like, the device is real. A lot of what you're looking at as far as what they want to do with it is almost concept. But it came out a lot of buzz. There really hasn't been this much buzz around Nintendo in the home market in how long, honestly? Like,
I mean,
what was the like? Even
it's a Wii, because I mean, there was some buzz for the Wii U, but I guess since
it wasn't like this though, because the Wii U was interesting for sure, but it did not get it got people talking. I think that the Switch has gotten a lot of positive buzz out of Nintendo. Like, people are talking about Nintendo positively more so than negatively.
Probably because I mean, and I can be wrong because I'm not as, I guess you'd say, familiar with Nintendo.
You're not as Nintendo savvy.
I'm not as it's not my go-to system.
You're a PlayStation guy.
Well, yes,
You've always
but
been, usually.
but even at that, the Wii U didn't necessarily feel like a true competitor to the PS4 and the Xbox One.
And it really wasn't in a lot of aspects.
So
but
that's kind of what the Switch seems like, that it's kind of playing catch up and it's trying to get back to that level to be a true competitor against the home console systems.
And doing it by trying to innovate like they always. Nintendo always has some way that they're thinking that's different from the competitors, which is why it's both a good thing and a hindrance in a lot of cases. You know, the Wii U is a prime example of that, you know?
Yeah, but, well, the hindrance will be if they try to rely on that too much, because if you're only looking to, like, there are some people who will buy that and never play with another person. They'll just play on their own.
But
like
you have that option.
I know, but
You know.
I'm just saying, like, they can't rely on it like a gimmick, I guess. Like, it needs to be, they need to develop it and have, I don't necessarily,
They have to reach out past the normal Nintendo market, because the Nintendo hardcore like myself, we're pretty much already in, you know?
Yeah.
I know I want to switch. I'm pretty sure I would have gotten one anyway, but that trailer for me was like, I like this. And like, regardless, because they show a little bit of whatever new Mario, like any new Mario title, I'm already in.
Yeah.
You know, I'm already, no matter what, like I need it for whatever Mario title is going to come out. That's going to be, it's how do you attract the non-Mario players?
Well,
you
and
know?
I mean, you'll probably call me a filthy casual just because in the
Should I get you that shirt for December Ween,
No,
the one
please.
that says filthy casual?
maybe. But considering in the actual, I don't know, promo,
Let's call it a trailer.
Trailer that they showed for it, you don't see any other functionalities. Does it function like a tablet? Does it play like, can you do like your Netflix and your like stream music off of it, or is it strictly gaming?
I'm
Like,
sure you can do the streaming stuff because all the other Nintendo devices now do.
I mean,
and it would be a ridiculous thing to get it out there.
Need to have that, and I know that you said they needed to show truer gamers,
Because-
like, they're going back to form.
They
They're
have
going
to.
back to gaming as a primary focus, which I agree that's what a gaming console's focus should be.
Because I think about how underwhelmed I was by both the Xbox One, PS4 reveals when they were. The hardwares were great when I looked at them. I remember though the initial, especially the PS4 reveal sticks out to me, was like, let's talk about everything else that's not gaming on this. I'm like, that's not why I want to see this first. You can talk about that stuff, hit it later. And I think we'll get that.
But I feel like why it's important for me is because I'm not necessarily going to go out with a gaming console to go out and game out in my environment outside, because I wanted to have the multi-functionality, because I'm going to be doing other things. I'm going to be like trying to send an email or something. Like, I'm not only going to use it. If I need to bring that and a tablet, that's two things.
I think we'll get more of those answers really when, like, here's the thing though that annoys me. We'll get those answers in January.
Yeah,
because the way Nintendo's doing, we waited so long for this.
Right.
And they built up all this stuff, and then we got great. Like, it looked great for a lot of us. You know, we're on board. They put out this list of a huge list of third-party support, which is what they needed because they lost so much third-party support in the last decade.
Right.
And there's all these guys, and some of these guys who have never developed for Nintendo, like Bethesda, are going to be there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's good to see. And that brought back a lot of good faith. The only problem is, once again, now Nintendo's going to be mum's the word for the rest of 2016 till early 2017. But I'm hoping that when January rolls around, we just get flooded, you know? Here's everything you need to know, because March is the release date. It's going to launch alongside Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, as one of its launch titles. Will be simultaneously on Wii U and on the Switch at the same time. And honestly, like, that'll give us, hopefully January's just flood of, it'll answer everything you need to know. But I think that first reveal, more importantly than any of that stuff, was just, what is this? Because that was the big question. What is it? And we did get that answered. And we found out a lot of those leaks and rumors were true. And I kept also hearing from devs, like Ubisoft guys were going over and saying that they were like blown away. Like before they'd revealed it, like they were blown away of what Nintendo has in store, and they were excited to be on board with it. Like, cool, but we know nothing about it other than devs kept on saying, this is cool. We can't wait for you to see it. I'm like, yeah, I can't wait for me to see it either. You know why? Because I'm the consumer. So I'm really happy with the initial reveal. I just hope they can follow through and just keep up. They've built up more goodwill in the last month than they have in a long time, and I think that's a good start. They just have to maintain it, you know? Maybe get some guys to come, like, to impress you a little more, and just get other guys to come around and hopefully not lose some people from that goodwill. But right now, buzz is positive, I'd say.
Right. And speaking of rumors and things that you have to wait forever to hear information about, Beyond Good and Evil 2.
It's not a rumor anymore. It's true. It exists. It's 16 years later. It's 13 years later, and we're finally in pre-production. I might be dead by the time this game comes out. But at the very least, we have something on it. I showed you the only bits that we had. Graham is the one who initially showed me along the 2008. They had teaser type trailers, which were cool, and I was stunned and I was stoked. And then we had no info for 8 years.
Right.
And now, like, other than like glimpses of like, it's not canceled. That's all we heard. It's not canceled. It's not canceled.
Right.
This year, Michel Ancel has finally said Beyond Good and Evil 2 has officially entered pre-production. It's better than nothing, and we got 3 concept arts screenshots. They're interesting because we had a discussion about this when I showed him them. I'm happy as hell that the game's in pre-production.
However,
I am a little weirded out by the fact that like how the game had like, you know, animal type people, human animal people. Is that the animal characteristics of these people, and you also agreed with me, they look too realistic as far as them looking like animals, you know?
Now it looks like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movies.
Kinda, sorta, except minus Seamus. Yeah, that's it. Who knows? Maybe Seamus is going to be in Beyond Good and Evil 2. Shout out to you, Seamus. We know you're watching this. But, like, you know, the world was so good, and I just needed to maintain more of that cartoony sense to it in some degree, you know? That now the world was vibrant, it was full of color, it was full of character, and I'm sure they'll still do that. I just want the animals to look maybe a little bit more cartoon-esque.
I don't need like Gears of War.
Yeah.
Beyond Good and Evil.
Yeah.
Like that didn't.
That'd be weird.
That's weird.
That'd be like Gears of Evil.
Hey, Jade!
That'd be so weird. But you know, it's I'm just glad, like, because we saw the one dude with the little pig on him, so it makes you wonder if how that person is related possibly to Paige, who was the uncle character in the first game. The rhino, the realistic rhino, who's obviously got to be a Mamago because he had the dreadlocks. He has to. Hey. I'm just excited that it's there. I really need to know more, and hopefully, like along the nights with Nintendo, hopefully we'll get more information on Beyond Good and Evil sooner rather than later, because we've already waited so long for this particular game to come out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I can't be as hyped as you
because
solely because I have not beaten the game.
I'm sure you'll have enough time. If it took 13 years for pre-production, I think you'll have enough time to finish.
If I still don't beat it by that time, you're gonna be so mad. Like,
I'm going to powerbomb you through the set.
Jeez.
But other than that, speaking of power,
dude, your segue.
Yeah, speaking of power. One last thing we wanted to touch about on top of all the big news that's been going on, like as far as like big games, big movies, stuff like that.
There's a lot of movies. There's like Doctor Strange and Logan and blah blah blah. There's so many awesome movies.
Something though that's near and dear to our heart, and near and dear to quite possibly everyone in our generation's hearts, is Power Rangers.
Yeah.
And we just had that first 2-minute trailer-ish for the Power Rangers movie, the new one. And I'm optimistic. I'm not like amazingly hyped.
I'm optimistic.
But I definitely want to see it based on that, and I'm optimistic.
I'm optimistic because Bryan Cranston is Zordon, because of Bill Hader is Alpha 5. Like those two things alone, you definitely got my interest because I like I was gonna say I
like the kids that they have for the characters.
Kids,
yeah.
And they kind of played like the cup and ball trick because they're like, which one's the Blue Ranger? It's not the white one. Which one's the Black Ranger? You can't tell because they're not wearing their colors.
Not yet. Oh yeah, they
except
didn't
for
actually
like the Yellow Ranger is, and like I think that's
it'd be hilarious if the dude's the Pink Ranger, just like in
it is
what?
It is a chick, but they did like. They played like, oh hey,
the shell game.
Yeah,
but it looks cool. I mean, we just have to see when it comes out. But it's definitely got a good positive buzz on it, just like the Switch did. I'm gonna hold my true feelings until I see the Zords, because that is like the key. Once are definitely
once you see the Zords and the Megazord, because those two things have to be like. I don't know. Those are probably more important than the suits to me. And like the suit, because the suits they look kind of cool. They're like.
And then do we know if Rita Repulsa is the enemy in this one?
Yeah, okay. It's Elizabeth Banks.
Okay. She's perfect.
She's Rita. Although
because I'm thinking about her in Hunger Games in that outfit.
The possible spoiler.
What, Goldar maybe?
No. They announced that Goldar is going to be in it.
Okay.
The possible spoiler is because when you look at the photos of Rita, she's all in green. Which kind of hints that possibly she was the Green Ranger. And because there's a key thing that she says in the trailer.
Okay.
When she's like over... I think she's over Kimberly or something, and she's like, "I've killed Rangers before," or something like that. So yeah, the fan theory thus far is that this could be huge spoilers right now if it's true, but is that Zordon was the original Red Ranger, and there were other Rangers, and he was like the last one that was able to like survive somehow in his little lava lamp.
Which is why he
thing.
knows about everything about like Rita and all her.
So who knows?
Hey, they have room to do something creative, but by also bringing back like you have to have the perfect mix of nostalgia and new stuff. Honestly,
Yeah, you gotta make it interesting for the new generation, but you have to have enough
to keep us in it. But I'm excited, and hopefully they can make something good out of it, because I am really looking forward to seeing what they can do with this property and on the movie screen.
Yeah.
Cool.
Aside from like Ivan Ooze,
the really crappy Zord animations that didn't even look as good as action figures coming together.
They looked kick-ass when we were like 11 or 12.
But then if you watch it later, those Zords don't look so great.
Not hold up
But
all.
But the TV show Zords still look good because they were models that they put together.
Yeah, they were toys, and that was the thing when I started rewatching the show on Netflix, because I've been going through them. I'm on when they just got the Ninja Zords.
Like, you're on. Like okay, yeah.
With Ninja.
Yeah.
With the power of ninja. It's like, because it's different from the movie than it is in the show. It's not the same. It's like an alternate thing.
Right.
But yeah, seeing the different Zords, and then I'm realizing, wait, they were just the toys that they like
shot
were
around
putting
and made
together, and I was like, oh man,
they shot them like
so awesome. When I was little.
They did it. It's the same, like just like when you watch the Zords fight. It's the same as watching an old Godzilla movie. It's the same kind of thing.
No, yeah,
but
exactly.
Later,
But it's weird when you get to that age that you're actually seeing it for what it is. It's definitely shocking
for sure.
But other than that,
I think that's a good place for us to wrap up on this here return. Thanks for guys for tuning in. We miss you. We hope you've missed us. But you can still find us other places on the internet.
Yeah, check out Adnan and all of the streaming he's doing.
So the channel is on top of the show, being used also to put the replays of my Twitch streams. So the Twitch stream is going to be easy to find. Twitch.tv/One4U show, same as the YouTube channel. Like, comment, subscribe here. Like, comment, subscribe there. Like the Facebook page, Facebook One4U show. Follow us on Twitter @TheDashingAdnan.
@Graham Husted.
And, as always, this has been another show that's been One4U.
He's just excited because we finally shot a fucking show.
No, this is the second time we shot a show.
The same show.
The same kind of show. But that one didn't come out.
It's the last episode.